you ever wondered what really happens behind your favorite apps like Instagram, YouTube, or Amazon? Every time you tap a button or log in, thousands of lines of code spring into action in milliseconds. This hidden system is what powers the modern internet, yet most people have no idea how it works. Today we're pulling back the curtain to reveal the three core parts that make every website function: front-end, back-end, and full-stack development. Understanding these is the key to understanding how the digital world operates. Let's dive in and explore the hidden engine behind every website you use. Web development is much more than just designing pretty pages. It's about building websites and web applications that actually work. This involves creating user interfaces, setting up servers, managing databases, building APIs, ensuring authentication, handling payments, and keeping everything secure and fast. Think of a modern website as a complex digital machine, and web developers as the engineers who bring it to life. Every time you interact with a site, you're using the result of countless hours of planning, coding, and testing. Let's break down what makes up this digital machine. Front-end development is everything you see and interact with on a website. Buttons, menus, animations, layouts, dark mode, product pages, and forms, all of these are crafted by front-end developers. Their job is to turn designs into interactive experiences that are fast, responsive, and visually appealing. The main technologies used here are HTML for structure, CSS for styling, and JavaScript for functionality. Without front-end development, websites would look like plain, unstyled documents from the early days of the internet. Let's see how front-end brings websites to life. Let's take YouTube as an example. The video player, the thumbnails, the subscribe button, and the comments section, all of these are part of the front end. Or think about an online shopping app: product images, add to cart buttons, filters, and search bars. If you can see it or click it, it's the work of front-end developers. They transform static designs into dynamic, interactive experiences that keep users engaged and coming back for more. Every visual element you interact with is carefully crafted for usability and appeal. While the front end is what users see, the back end is the invisible system running behind the scenes. Users never see the back end, but without it, nothing would work. Backend development handles user accounts, passwords, databases, payments, and much more. It's responsible for making sure data is stored securely, transactions are processed, and everything runs smoothly. Think of the backend as the brain of the website, quietly making decisions and keeping everything in order while you interact with the front end. Backend is where the real magic happens. It manages user accounts, stores passwords securely, handles databases, processes payments, and ensures that all the information flows correctly between the server and the user. Backend developers write the code that powers these systems, making sure everything is reliable and secure. Without a strong backend, even the most beautiful frontend would be useless. It's the backbone that supports all the features you rely on every day. Imagine logging into your favorite shopping site. When you enter your password, the backend checks if it's correct. When you make a purchase, the backend processes your payment and updates the inventory. All of this happens instantly thanks to backend code working behind the scenes. Backend developers build these systems to be fast, secure, and reliable, so you never have to worry about your data or your money. Backend development uses a different set of technologies compared to the front end. Popular backend languages include Python, Java, Ruby, and PHP. These languages are used to build the logic that powers websites and apps. Backend frameworks like Node, JS, Django, and Ruby on Rails help developers build robust systems quickly. Databases such as MySQL, PostgreSQL, and MongoDB store all the data. Together, these tools create the powerful engines that drive the web. APIs, or application programming interfaces, are the bridges that connect the front end and backend. When you click a button on a website, the front end sends a request to the backend through an API. The backend processes the request and sends back the necessary data. This seamless communication is what makes modern web apps so powerful and interactive. APIs allow different parts of a website to work together smoothly, providing a better user experience. Authentication and security are critical parts of backend development. When you log into a website, the backend checks your credentials and makes sure your data is safe. Security measures like encryption, firewalls, and secure protocols protect your information from hackers and unauthorized access. Backend developers constantly update and improve these systems to stay ahead of threats and keep users safe online. Performance optimization ensures that websites load quickly and run smoothly. Backend developers use techniques like caching, load balancing, and database optimization to make sure users have a fast and seamless experience. Slow websites can drive users away, so performance is always a top priority. Every millisecond counts when it comes to keeping users happy and engaged. Full-stack developers are the Swiss Army knives of web development. They work on both the front end and back end, building complete web applications from start to finish. Full-stack developers understand how every part of a website works and can switch between designing user interfaces and writing server-side logic. This versatility makes them highly valuable in the tech industry. Full-stack developers handle everything from creating beautiful interactive interfaces to building secure, efficient backend systems. They might design a new feature, connect it to a database, and make sure it works smoothly for users. Their broad skill set allows them to solve problems across the entire web development process, making them essential for startups and small teams. Full-stack developers use a mix of front-end and back-end technologies. They might use HTML, CSS, and JavaScript for the front-end and Python, Node, JS, or Ruby for the back-end. Frameworks like React, Angular, and Vue help build dynamic interfaces, while Express, Django, and Rails power the backend. This combination of tools lets full-stack developers build powerful, modern web apps. Full-stack developers are in high demand because they can handle every part of a project. They can quickly prototype new features, fix bugs anywhere in the system, and understand how changes in one area affect the whole application. This makes them incredibly valuable for companies looking to move fast and innovate. From the moment you land on a website to the time you check out or watch a video, both front-end and back-end systems are working together. The front-end ensures everything looks good and feels smooth, while the back-end makes sure your data is safe and your actions are processed correctly. This seamless collaboration is what makes modern websites so enjoyable to use. Front-end and back-end development are two sides of the same coin. The front-end is all about what users see and interact with, while the back-end handles the logic, data, and security behind the scenes. Both are essential, and they must work together to create a successful website or app. Understanding the difference helps you appreciate the complexity of web development. Communication between front-end and back-end happens through APIs. When you perform an action on the front-end, like submitting a form, the back-end receives the data, processes it, and sends back a response. This back and forth happens in milliseconds, creating a smooth and responsive user experience. APIs are the glue that holds everything together. Databases are where all the information on a website is stored. User profiles, product listings, order histories, everything lives in a database. Backend developers design and manage these databases to ensure data is organized, secure, and easy to access. Without databases, websites wouldn't be able to remember anything about their users. Servers are powerful computers that host websites and handle requests from users all over the world. When you visit a website, your browser connects to a server, which sends back the information you need. Backend developers configure and maintain these servers to ensure websites are always available and perform well under heavy traffic. User interfaces are the parts of a website that users interact with directly. Front-end developers design and build these interfaces to be intuitive, attractive, and easy to use. A great user interface makes a website feel modern and enjoyable, while a poor one can frustrate users and drive them away. Responsiveness means a website looks and works great on any device, whether it's a phone, tablet, or desktop. Front-end developers use flexible layouts and media queries to ensure users have a smooth experience no matter how they access the site. This adaptability is crucial in today's world, where people use all kinds of devices to browse the web. Interactivity is what makes websites engaging. Features like animations, drop-down menus, and instant feedback are all part of front-end development. JavaScript is the main tool for adding interactivity, allowing developers to create dynamic experiences that respond to user actions in real time. Front-end developers take designs created by UI/UX designers and turn them into real working websites. This process involves translating visual mockups into code using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. The goal is to make sure the final website matches the original design as closely as possible, while still being functional and responsive. Website speed is crucial for user satisfaction. Front-end developers optimize images, minimize code, and use techniques like lazy loading to make sure pages load quickly. Backend developers also play a role by optimizing server response times. Fast websites keep users engaged and reduce bounce rates. Forms are a key part of most websites, allowing users to sign up, log in, or make purchases. Front-end developers design forms to be easy to use, while back-end developers handle the data once it's submitted. Together, they ensure that user information is collected safely and efficiently. Menus and navigation bars help users find their way around a website. Front-end developers build these elements to be clear and intuitive, making it easy for users to explore different sections. Good navigation is essential for a positive user experience and helps keep visitors on the site longer. Many modern websites offer features like dark mode and customization options. Front-end developers use CSS and JavaScript to let users personalize their experience. These features make websites more accessible and enjoyable for everyone, showing the power of thoughtful front-end development. Product pages are where users view details about items they might want to buy. Front-end developers design these pages to be visually appealing and easy to navigate, while back-end developers make sure the information is accurate and up-to-date. Together, they create a seamless shopping experience. Search bars and filters help users find exactly what they're looking for on a website. Front-end developers build these tools to be fast and responsive, while back-end developers ensure the search results are accurate and relevant. This teamwork makes it easy for users to discover new products or content. The Add to Cart button is a small but powerful feature on e-commerce sites. Front-end developers make sure it's easy to find and use, while back-end developers handle the logic that updates your cart and processes your order. This simple interaction relies on complex systems working together behind the scenes. Comment sections and product reviews are important for user engagement. Front-end developers design these features to be user-friendly, while back-end developers store and manage the data. Together, they create spaces where users can share feedback and interact with each other. Thumbnails and media elements like images and videos make websites more engaging. Front-end developers ensure these elements load quickly and look great on all devices. Backend developers handle the storage and delivery of media files, making sure everything works smoothly. Payment systems are a critical part of e-commerce websites. Backend developers integrate secure payment gateways and ensure transactions are processed safely. Frontend developers design payment forms that are easy to use and trustworthy. Security and reliability are top priorities to protect users' financial information. User accounts and profiles let people personalize their experience on a website. Backend developers manage account creation, authentication, and data storage, while front-end developers design profile pages that are easy to navigate. This collaboration ensures users can safely access and update their information. Notifications and alerts keep users informed about important updates. Front-end developers design these messages to be clear and unobtrusive, while back-end developers trigger notifications based on user activity. Together, they help users stay up to date without being overwhelmed. APIs are everywhere in modern web development. When you check the weather, book a flight, or pay online, APIs are working behind the scenes to connect different services. They allow websites and apps to share data and functionality, making your online experience seamless and integrated. Security is a top concern for both front-end and back-end developers. They use best practices like input validation, encryption, and secure authentication to protect users from threats. Regular updates and monitoring help keep websites safe from hackers and data breaches. Performance monitoring tools help developers track how well a website is running. They can spot slowdowns, errors, or security issues before users notice. By constantly monitoring performance, developers ensure that websites stay fast, reliable, and secure. Web development is an ongoing process. Developers constantly update and improve websites to add new features, fix bugs, and enhance security. This cycle of continuous improvement keeps websites fresh, functional, and safe for users. Web development is a team effort. Front-end and back-end developers work closely with designers, project managers, and other specialists to create the best possible product. Good communication and collaboration are essential for building successful websites and apps. Web development is always evolving. New technologies and frameworks are constantly emerging, making websites faster, more secure, and more interactive. Developers must keep learning and adapting to stay ahead in this fast-paced field. The future promises even more exciting possibilities for the web. Anyone can learn web development with the right resources and dedication. There are countless tutorials, courses, and communities online to help beginners get started. Whether you want to build your own website or start a new career, web development skills are more valuable than ever. Every website you use is powered by a hidden system of front-end, back-end, and full-stack development. Front-end creates the visual experience, back-end manages the logic and data, and full-stack developers bring it all together. Understanding these roles helps you appreciate the complexity and creativity behind the web. Next time you use your favorite app, you'll know what's happening behind the scenes. Think of a modern website as a digital machine with countless moving parts working together in harmony. Developers are the engineers who design, build, and maintain this machine, ensuring it runs smoothly for millions of users every day. The next time you browse the web, remember the hidden system that makes it all possible.